Alright, so this dude is getting cooked on fucking Twitter. But let's watch
It's
the
like you
video.
came back and you were a pawn in some game of 4D chess, and I think you found out that idubbbz and Anissa don't play games.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Brief update, I am healed from Creator Clash 2. It was a success. Alex Wasabi beat me up. He won his fight fair and square, and I have all the respect for Alex. He's a good competitor, and I have respect for all the other fighters on the Creator Clash card. And thank you to all the fans who came. It was an amazing event. I'm very happy, very emotional. Awesome experience. I'll never forget.
Why does he try to sound like Donald Trump? Very good, very exceptional.
Having said all that, you guys are here for the juice and the grease. So I'm going to give you guys the grease and the juice, and that all has to do with Froggy Fresh. The reason I didn't address any of this sooner is because I was terrified of jeopardizing the success of the event, because there are a lot more people involved in this than just Anissa and I didn't want to fuck it up for them. These are people that I really care about, and I felt like it would be very selfish if I was like, I understand public perception right now, guys. I'm just gonna make a quick 10-minute video and I'll squash all the rumors, I'll squash all the beef. I have no idea what public perception for this video is going to be. That's why I'm doing it now, right? The event is now over with. I can risk it, you know? I can air my grievances and we can
You can't risk it though. You can't risk it though because we all know why. We all know why.
See where it goes. I need to bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at as a person and as a content creator. My philosophy for a while was, well, people will figure it out through the videos I make. But the problem is the videos I make, I sort of avoid speaking from the heart. I'm just gonna focus on a thing, on a piece of content. I think I have bad associations with sharing my life on the internet. I'm like, no, that shouldn't be my thing. Like, leave that up to the vloggers. But I think it's important to share where I'm at, so none of what I'm talking about in this Froggy Fresh video feels like I'm being hypocritical or, I'm misleading you in any way. I think a lot of the content I've made has been irresponsible and misguided. And I think I've hurt a lot of people with the content I've made. Despite people being entertained by it, I'm not trying to take that away from you. If you feel like you've learned important lessons or you have grown as a person because of the content I've made, I don't want to take that away from you. With some good can come a lot of bad. And I think I've done a lot of bad. And, at the bare...
You have, though. Yes, you have. You kicked Froggy Fresh out because he was associated with samhyde. You just got butthurt about it.
Minimum, I've just put a lot of negativity out there in the world, and I'm working on not doing that. I plan on expanding on all of this in a further video. I think there's a lot of content from over the years and some behind the scenes that I'd love to share with you guys. I think it would give clarity to where I'm at. But in this video, that's probably about all I can say on any of it. I don't want to detract from what the focus is. And the focus is kicking Froggy Fresh from the Creator Clash card. The main reason Froggy was kicked from the card was for collaborating with samhyde. And for anyone who's been following the story, that's fairly obvious. Froggy has explained his side of the story multiple times. And unfortunately, he's been perpetuating a narrative that it's about OnlyFans or that it's about Anissa's mom. And that's extremely deceptive because he knows why he was kicked from the card. The one indication I gave him was samhyde, and I wasn't unclear about that. Anyone who's mentioning the fact that Harley trained with samhyde for the year previous, that was before Sam was saying this about my wife.
I don't think so, Anissa. Bitch. Ho. Fucking Anissa. What an ugly piece of shit. But look how beat she is. Oh, nice jack-o'-lantern teeth.
That's like
I can't wait to see what she looks like when she's 32. Her teeth look like a pumpkin head. Like it's the Anissa Joma hole stretcher. I'm sending this to Anissa's OnlyFans. It goes directly into charity.
Yeah.
Everybody hates him and his wife's a slut.
So yeah, now that this guy is on the daily insulting my wife, I think it's pretty fair to, not want to associate with him in any way. We did ban Sam from the first event, so it's not as if he's confused about where he stands in all this. I don't like him. And Froggy knows that. Froggy knows that I don't like him. Of course, that's why he was banned. None of this is like news to Froggy. Froggy knew all of this going into it. For anyone who's under the impression that Froggy has been like reasonable and chill and respectful through this whole process, he hasn't been. He's been a piece of shit. I'm not happy with how he's behaved. He's talked mad shit about me.
Ian doesn't want people who are bigger and more talented than him upstaging him. That's what it is.
Anissa.
Ian's masculinity has been completely removed via Anissa.
Participants of the event.
This is really a lot of weird, tender, soft.
Bro, it's a joke. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Like, you had this energy before, like, we get it, you're changing, yeah, so on. But that doesn't mean you have to be a pussy about it.
Soft people, creator clash people are real, like, these type of people. You know what I mean?
The event itself.
This is really like the patty cake league for like social media boxing.
He doesn't like the culture of Creator Clash, and he mentioned that.
And Chris Raygun and all these people, it's like some big ethos worshiping party at these things. And I don't get it. I don't get what all this shit is all about. Like everybody's there to worship ethos or fucking ethos or like touching ethos titty or pussy.
To be honest, I thought it was quite the gift to you that we'd kick you off the card. You have no more obligations, and you can immediately just pivot into boxing for misfits. It's like that's the culture that you want. You want the non-sissy, you want the macho dude traditional boxing culture, so go over there and box for them. You don't even have to miss that many months of training. You've been training. So hop on one of those cards. But unfortunately, Froggy doesn't want to hop on one of those cards because he thinks the skill level is too high.
Personally, in my opinion, I think the talent at Misfits and Happy Punch is in a different league that is out of my league.
I mean, you can't compare that because this is like that's a special event.
Footwork is amazing. Out the sand lot and I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that karma steady growing.
And then right here, he's down. You stop. I mean, come on. It turns quickly from boxing to assault.
Just fight someone who's weaker than you.
So I'm done with boxing. I can fulfill my current obligations if for some reason Creator Clash changed their mind.
The audacity, you put the clown emoji. Grow the fuck up, bro.
I could fulfill my current obligations. I'm not interested in going further in any other boxing.
It's such a fucking cop-out that you're like, all right, I'm such a victim for getting kicked off the Creator Clash event when I knew what would get me kicked off the Creator Clash event, and now you're like, I don't want to box anymore. It's like, come on. If you look at my text exchange with Froggy, it's very clear that I didn't want to kick him from the card. I got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't want you working or training with samhyde, but you're doing that, so all right, I'll look past it. I don't want you making content with samhyde, but it seems like that's a real deal breaker for you, so I guess I'll look past it. It came to the point where I was like, can you postpone releasing content with samhyde?
Look, me and Sam don't get along. We put a lot of time and energy in this Creator Clash thing. I don't want it to be about samhyde, so just don't let it hurt the event. All right, go train with him, have fun, but don't let it hurt the event. Don't make it about samhyde. That's what I would have said to you if I was idubbbz.
Right, and guess what? Like I'd even plan on releasing none of the samhyde content until after the event.
If you don't know who samhyde is, he's whether or not you love him or hate him, you have to recognize him as
Fight Sneeko, I'll train you. What's your cool? Guaranteed win. Sneeko versus.
He's the most talented comedian alive. He's the most talented comedian of our generation. He's gonna probably be the greatest comedian of all time. He's he's a genius. I got a chance to go out there and train with him. He welcomed me into his environment. He paid people to train me.
I didn't even plan on releasing none of the Sam Hyde content until after the event.
Didn't you tell them that? I thought you told them
No,
that.
Ian requested it through text. He requested that I did that. What I didn't like that he requested that, because I don't think that's appropriate. I was like,
He didn't think it was appropriate. I do not think that that is appropriate. Do you think it's appropriate?
I mean, yeah, because it's his content at the end of the day. You can't like tell him what to do with his content. Like if he wants to release it before or after the event, he can. It's his video.
Appropriate that
So at the end of the day, you're being the bitch about it, bro. That's just bitching, bro. This is Anisha controlling his mind, like Yoko Ono.
a 30-something-year-old man is publicly calling my wife a whore and a slut.
I think initially you can just buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this has got a separate Etsy page, which is.
I mean, what else? What else it is, idubbbz? Your wife has an OnlyFans.
Bombocat!
It's that simple. Like anybody who has an OnlyFans, they're not gonna be treated well, you know, because it's not a respectable career.
Sells her pussy.
Yoko Ono was too concussed to fight in Creator Clash for the second year in a row.
Life is so easy for a certain gender. All you have to do is say that my uterus hurts. What did she say this time? Her uterus hurts? Or uterus fell out?
Had another concussion.
Probably your uterus fell out from getting blown out so much by toys.
Is that appropriate, Frog?
Oh my god, bro. Yes, it is. It is appropriate because when it comes to boxing, you see, like, you gotta rile up some feathers. Rile up some feathers, you know, to make it more interesting, to have, you know, a little spice into it. You know, like, how boring will it be if we have, like, two boxers, right? And it'll be like, oh, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm just here, you know, I'm just about to box this guy, and, you know, just like nonchalant with it, you know what I mean? That would be boring as shit. So Froggy Fresh was just trying to, you know, like, hype up the fight.
Froggy, do you think that's appropriate?
I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, you don't think it's appropriate that I set boundaries. I don't think it's appropriate that you are hanging out with a guy who doesn't think women are people. Like, I don't think that's appropriate.
I was like, I don't think you should be telling me when I can't release content. Like, this is my career.
See, that's the thing, though. Anisha's not a woman. She's a demon. Yeah, bro. If she was a woman, she would not have an OnlyFans. Women respect themselves. Demons, on the other hand, well, you see.
It's what I do for a living.
But you complied with it, right?
But I was going to anyways, but I didn't like people telling me that. I thought that was out of line.
I don't know why he's saying that he was planning on waiting to post Sam Hyde content. We have the Twitter timeline of him nonstop posting Sam Hyde content. It's fucking weird. I don't know if he thought it was like a loophole to...
See, but that's the thing. It's not really considered content. It's just like posting updates of his training. If it was content, then it will be like a fucking documentary, like a fucking half-hour documentary of him training with Sam Hyde. But he did that.
Post on Twitter about Sam Hyde. So I think in his head he was like, I was gonna wait to post Sam Hyde content. Parentheses, YouTube video.
Like, cause like it's not my problem that you have personal beef with the greatest comedian in the world. If I go to Providence,
how am I the simp? How am I the simp? I want to know.
Like, at this point, like, the fact that he uploaded this, like, we're in 10 minutes and 22 seconds into this video, and he's asking, how am I the simp? He needs to open his, like, the face, bro. It's just like, oh my god. He's gone. He's gone. He's never come, like, idubbbz is not coming back anymore. He's gone. This is a face of a lost man. He's not there anymore. He's under Anisia's full control, bro. Under her spell.
Is it because it's a woman? It's because it's a woman, isn't it? It's okay to simp for a big, gross dude. It's okay. It's understandable. He's big and he's gross. As soon as you simp for someone who's literally your partner, your life partner, that's too much. That's kind of gay.
If I go to Providence, Rhode Island, and get an opportunity to work with him, that should be my option to when I release.
Don't be mad, bro. Like, don't be fucking mad. He still has a chance, bro. He still has a chance. Just file the divorce papers, bro. Come on.
That content, and it's got nothing to do with you. Not everything that people do with Sam Hyde involves idubbbz, and I think that he misinterprets that.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about what you do with Sam Hyde, because you're in my event. I wish there were many layers of separation so I really could be that disconnected. Unfortunately, I have to be around you. You have to fight at my event. I have to share the same space as you know, in the parties, at the event itself, and I don't want to do that. I have no interest in sharing that space with you.
So for him to tell me, hey, could you wait until after the event to release that? In my mind, I'm thinking, I mean, I could, but it's weird for you to tell me to do that because it's got nothing to do with you.
Another thing that contributed to Froggy getting kicked was that he tweeted at Nathan Barnett.
So exactly, he shouldn't do that. Like, what? This guy's getting mad for no fucking reason. A now deleted tweet for Froggy Fresh directed at that, aka Nathan, sent March 24, 23. Dude, I tried hyping you up at Denny's when we ate dinner and they said they weren't fucking with you and you were going to lose to AB. They don't even like you.
AKA Dad, he said, dude, I tried hyping you up at Denny's when we ate dinner and they said they weren't fucking with you and that you were going to lose to AB. They don't even like you. This is one of those things where it was like, oh, okay, so you basically don't have any good intentions here. You are just like, you don't like us. Like, I'm not here to play with people and give them warnings. Like, we're all adults on the card. I'm not going to give you a warning. Actually, no, I will give you a warning if I think you have good intentions. The problem is when you tweet shit out like this and you have the text message exchange that Froggy had with me, I don't think you have...
See, I know what he's doing here. He's trying to change the narrative. He's trying to make it into something else. He's trying to make it into something else because we all know for a fucking fact he is mad because of the jokes that was created by samhyde himself and Froggy Fresh. He's mad that samhyde is getting so much clout from this. And he has every right to deserve that clout. Because this right here, this takes the cake.
Have good intentions. You're like trying to like ruin a relationship between me and one of my friends. Froggy deleted that tweet, and I don't think he deleted it because he felt differently. I think he deleted it because he knew that it could potentially get him kicked from the event and would also make him look like an asshole. But he basically reiterated that same thing in a Twitter space.
When I was at fucking Denny's, I was all like telling them, yo, Dad's a fucking savage. And they're all like, no, Dad doesn't spar at high-level fucking competition. He's going to lose to AB. And I'm thinking, these motherfuckers are...
So who said that? Who said that?
Fucking Ian and Anissa. Like, that's the way these motherfuckers are. And then they got Dad, like, riding for them. They don't even... And if, like, I wouldn't be like this, but if everybody's going to keep calling me out, like, I'm the fucking person that's fucking shit up, like... That Dad's out here riding for them. They're all like, they don't even fucking give a fuck about him.
And in the same Twitter space where Froggy says this, Sam Hyde, Froggy's hero, calls Nathan a rapist like several times.
That Nathan Barnett guy, I guarantee you that guy would rape somebody if he had the opportunity.
Hey,
yeah, legally he would rape somebody in Minecraft, by the way.
In Minecraft.
Yes.
he if he had the chance to rape a woman, he would.
In Minecraft.
No, not in Minecraft, Keem.
I don't want anything to do with Sam. I don't want anything to do with people that think what Sam is doing is okay. It is not okay. Here's part of the Twitter space where Harley...
See, you can't say that though. Like, you can't say that though, because you did the exact same shit, brother. You did the exact same shit. Yeah, I get it. You're changing. But there's an old phrase, man. There's an old phrase, but what's on the internet, it stays on the internet. Like that, you can't run away from your past. Yes, you can learn from it. Yes, you can learn from it. But another phrase, you can either change for the better or for the bitter. And you're changing for the bitter. And that's not good.
Is sort of questioning Tyler with why he wouldn't, respond to Anissa. And I think that's a very valid question, because you ask any of our fighters and it's like, yeah, Anissa was the one who like solves problems. She is more communicative than me, and she's better at communicating than I am.
There it is. The face of a defeated man. So, in other words, she's better than you. Physically, mentally, and psychologically better than you. She is playing you like a fucking fiddle. You just admitted it. You just admitted it. You are a simp. You are a simp. That's what a simp says. Wow. And it's only been 4, bro. This is crazy.
I fucking suck at this shit. So Anissa is the one. She is the one to talk to.
How was I even supposed to know Ian and Anissa were mad when I get one call from Justin Tracy, then a text message? I respond to it immediately, say, "Could you communicate through text or email? I'm training," and then nothing else. I still don't even know if Anissa.
What's the last text you sent to Anissa?
It was probably some group message from
okay, but
3
what was the
months,
last text
4 months
you
ago.
said to Anissa, just you two?
I don't have one direct text from Anissa.
Anissa's
I have
never
a group
texted
chat
you.
with my wife and Anissa. There's a group chat.
Your
I
wife
do not have
and
any
I'm
direct
so sorry.
contact.
Okay. Did anyone ever text you and your wife? What was the last thing Anissa sent you and your wife to you and your wife's phone? What was the last thing?
Tense moments in the Twitter space as Froggy goes to see.
It's, "Hey, Tyler, I'm not with Ian. I'm home visiting family. Ian called me not feeling great, and I'm just trying to understand what's happening or how I can help."
What's the date?
Sunday, March 12th.
You didn't want to respond to that?
Yo.
No, because you don't know the context of that. You don't have the context. Harley, let me give you the context.
Burn her Twitter account instead of responding to that very serious and
Harley,
sympathetic text that was nowhere near threatening or aggressive.
Froggy wasn't able to give context for why he didn't respond to Anissa's call and text message in the Twitter space. Harley ended up leaving. The conversation went elsewhere. So he uploaded a Twitter video to explain the context for why he didn't respond to Anissa.
Anissa's last text, which was checking on me. Anissa's concern text of "hope everything's going okay" was a way for her to try to manipulate the situation, to try to do further investigation into my friendship with Sam Hyde. That was not an "are you okay" text. That was a "Ian is not able to break your shell." Maybe a vague, concerned, manipulative text from me will be able to.
Yup.
He thinks this text message is manipulation. No, Froggy, we wanted to solve the problem. Let me just say, Anissa is just trying to exist. You know, she doesn't want anything to do with the drama. She doesn't want anything to do with this shit. And I have brought a lot of it into her life. And I take responsibility for that. But unfortunately, a lot of people who think that I've changed or call me a cuck or whatever, they've decided, instead of saying that I've changed and that I'm the decider of my future, it's that Anissa has changed me. So she has been the target of a lot of hate. And
yes.
I think it's really shitty. And hearing Tyler talk about her in this way is just a
See, it's not because you're married to her, idubbbz. It's that herself is a bad person. Even before you guys started dating. She's just a bad apple at the end of the day. You can't trust nobody like that. You can't trust nobody like that.
Reminder where it's like, Anissa's trying to manipulate you? What the fuck was I doing? Was I trying to manipulate you as well? Like, you should probably come.
Yes, bro. She manipulated her grandfather who had dementia, bro, to get money from him, bro. Like, bro, he doesn't know, man. Like, he doesn't know the sick and twisting things that this person has done.
Come out and say that because it seems really fucking sexist and creepy for you to be saying these things.
You know what I feel? I'm gonna be honest with
See, it's not really because she owns OnlyFans, bro. She owns an OnlyFans. Enough said.
you. And I really didn't buy none of this at the beginning until I was living in it. I kept always hearing people saying like, Anissa ruined idubbbz, Anissa ruined idubbbz. And I was always like, nah, whatever, like they can work out their problems. And I was never buying into that bullshit. But I swear to God, when once you live an event, it's like, okay, I think Ian met the wrong person. I honestly think it's just like, I think sometimes you bond with the wrong person, it can take you to make the wrong decisions maybe. When I met my wife, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I met my wife, I got better the more time I spent with her because she was honestly a better person than me. But I feel like, dude, honestly, it seemed like, so when Ian, as soon as he starts messing with Anissa, it's like, Ian goes from the person who would be dogging people, who would sue people, to then like his event that he's running is suing people. It's like a complete flip.
By the way, we weren't suing Froggy. We have no interest in going to court over $15,000. We wanted that $15,000 back, but, you know, he wasn't giving it to us. So we have to leave it at that. You know, we're not suing him.
Froggy, if you're let back
I call cap, bro. I call cap.
on, it's not like you're gonna make another OnlyFans joke about Anissa, right? Like,
no, I mean, like, if they make me sign a contract that I can't, then I won't.
You know, I find it so strange because it's like, you know,
that was a joke. That was a joke. Obviously, I wouldn't do any more OnlyFans.
I don't think Froggy respects sex workers. I think he has some really old, tired opinions.
Bro, nobody does. Nobody does, bro. Nobody respects sex workers, bro. Nobody. Porn stars, see, that's different. See, that's different because they're like actors in a way. You know, the things I see has plot in it. So, porn stars are cool. But like, if we're talking about like prostitutes and like OnlyFans and shit, it's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, bro? Like, why are you spending your money on that? Like, you could get like AIDS, you could get addiction. It's not good. It's not good. Like strippers like in a club and shit, they get I give them my respect. Because at the end of the day, they're not out in the streets like lingering, like causing terror to children. You know, like promoting sex to children. It's wrong. It's wrong.
About people who do sex work, I think he has a lot of weird opinions as well about masculinity and shit.
Ian's masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
A lot of it's not explicitly said, but when you listen to the jokes, it's like, oh, that's actually just your opinion phrased in a comedic way.
There was some type of nerd fight last year, and Chris Raygun.
Nah, see, a joke is a joke, bro. Even if, like, bro, this guy doesn't understand the concept of comedy.
And all these people, it's like some big ethos worshiping party at these things. And I don't get it. I don't get what all this shit is all about. Like, everybody's there to worship ethos or fucking ethos or like touching ethos, titty or pussy. It's always that. And it's just like, what happens is people get all excited about it. And I think Chris Raygun was like, he probably thought he was going to go there and beat some fucking nerd up and he was going to win. Like, I don't know if they're giving, I think they give away like OnlyFans girls there at these events. I don't know what kind of sponsorships, like if you win certain fights, I think you get to own some of these girls for some of the nights.
Awesome.
I don't know how it works, but I think Chris was like he had plans to go beat up a nerd and whatever, however they get to like lease one of these girls, and so like he got there. Well, Ian was probably thinking like, because I think man, I need to just stop all this probably.
No, Froggy, keep going. I think you should keep going. I think the women of the world need to hear your opinions on these things. Talk more about how sex workers are property. That's a funny joke. It was super funny the third time that you were.
See, the reason why he said that, because usually when it comes to prostitutes, they are quote unquote owned by these people called pimps. So in a way, the reason why they are quote unquote owned is because they want to stay safe out in the streets. Because let's say a prostitute gets in trouble with a customer, right? See, it is now the pimp's job to go and rescue that said prostitute. That way, no cops will be involved and the altercation will be solved. How do I know this? I love to give my thanks to Tommy G. This man here, he's down, he's hurt. Like you can see in his face. He's hurt.
Referred to women as property. That was the funniest one. Because when you said lease, I was like, yeah, I know what a lease is. Even if you didn't do any of the Sam Hyde stuff, why would we want you at our event? Like, if you're just going to blatantly disrespect sex workers and women and other fighters, saying that they're here to touch e-thoughts, like, it is so disrespectful and shitty. I don't want to share the space with you. I don't want other people to be uncomfortable because you're there. Like, you don't get the vibe, all right? The vibe is sex workers and fighting, I guess. And you don't like the sex workers part. I don't think Froggy is doing Sam Hyde's dirty work by, shit-talking Anissa. I think it's just pretty clear that he holds similar opinions to Sam Hyde and similar opinions to Sam Hyde fans, which is like, you're just going to repeat the shit that your hero is saying.
You have to ditch Yoko Ono.
Drop Yoko Ono, bro. It's got to be over. It's got to be over.
And leave the girl. Ditch the girl.
I think Ian met the wrong person. I honestly think it's just like, I think sometimes you bond with the wrong person, it can take you to make the wrong decisions.
She's probably a succubus that's like sucking the...
See, that's the thing though. He can say that because he's married. Like, he has experience. So, you can't disagree.
Life out of him.
Sad to see you didn't make the card again. When will idubbbz break free from that succubus that is holding him back?
Ian's masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
Anissa's concern text of hope everything's going okay was a way for her to try to manipulate the situation.
I think initially you can just buy that.
Yeah.
I'm sending this to Anissa's OnlyFans. It goes directly into charity.
Yeah.
Her anal bead package came out, and it was $100 to look at pictures of her with anal beads.
I think they give away like OnlyFans girls there. Like you get.
Bro, how is that not funny, bro? That shit was fucking. That was well put together.
Own some of these girls. They get to like lease one of these girls.
So Ian really embarrassed himself. And so he didn't want Sam at his event because Ian doesn't want people who are bigger and more talented than him upstaging him. That's what it is.
Tyler is like repeating all of these narratives about how I've changed for the worst. The person responsible for my change in a bad way is Anissa. Anissa is a manipulative person.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that I'm like concerned about getting upstaged by Sam.
Correct.
Or people who are more talented than me.
Yep.
Which is insane to me because I've put on this event twice, me as the main fight, and I've lost both times. That's pretty upstaged. As a side note, Sam Hyde has made it a habit to try to sound like a reasonable person by saying, if Ian and Anissa just asked, I'll stop harassing them.
Yeah, if Ian ever hit me up and was like, hey man, can you leave me alone? fuck it. I would stop talking about him. Whatever. I don't care that much.
If you ask me to stop, I'll stop. Like,
which on its face is already an insane thing to say. Of course, no one wants to be harassed.
if they let Froggy back on the card, I won't tweet at Ian or Anissa ever again. I'll shut up forever. How about that?
I get to bring back someone on the card who doesn't respect me, my wife, other fighters, and in return I have the chance of not being harassed by samhyde? Oh man, how can I refuse that? Just so we're on the same page in case I have to make a future video, you heard what samhyde said. If he's a respectable guy, he's not going to continue to harass me because he says, by his own admission, he doesn't care that much.
I don't care that much.
This is my request. I would like you to not harass me or my wife or anyone that we're friends with.
See, it's funny because he did pretty much stopped since now he's on like working on Fish Tank. Like samhyde has business of Ian. It's like, bro, you made this so late. This is so late. Because now Fish Tank is out. samhyde is probably getting thousands upon thousands of dollars from the donations. And you're sitting here being a little bitch.
Also, harassment encompasses all the little loopholes, all right? You can't just then like refer to me as a goblin and be like, I didn't say his name. I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about a goblin.
See, it's not harassment if it's advice.
That's not acceptable. Another thing I want to make clear is that the decision to kick Froggy from the card isn't just for like me and Anissa's comfort. There are a lot of people who don't want anything to do with samhyde who are fighting on our card. There are a lot of people who are our fans who want nothing to do with samhyde. So we're trying to protect them. We're trying to protect the environment that we're in, and we want it to be comfortable for everyone. I truly believe if we had Froggy participate through the...
You act like he's like Hitler or some shit. Like he's gonna fucking like set up fireworks or like fucking put a bomb or some shit in the fucking arena. Like, dude, he's just a guy who makes jokes, and you're just being a little bitch about it. Like, just admit that, man. You're a simp. That's what a simp does. No doubt about it.
The rest of the event, it would have made the event worse, like noticeably worse.
No, it fucking wouldn't, you idiot. It would have been 10 times funnier. Like, I thought you were a comedian, idubbbz. But, nah, bro. Nah, man. That's some
Bomboka
in my books, bro. Because he's late.
Because we are all trying to work together to make the show as good as possible. And I think if Froggy doesn't fuck with what we got going on, he was going to make it difficult. One way or another, it was going to be difficult. In closing, I want to say that Creator Clash is probably the single best thing that I've ever done in my life. It has, brought so much joy to me and Anissa. It has brought the most awesome people that I've ever met.
Wow, bro. Like, he said, fuck Max Mofo. He basically said, fuck anything for views. He basically said, fuck Filthy Frank. Basically, like, the crew, bro. The gang. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, my goodness. This man thinks like he's on top of the world right now. He's delusional.
It's brought them into my life, and I'm super grateful, and I want to keep doing it, and this event means so much to me, and I'm going to protect it, and I'm going to protect the fighters and the people.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, you can't protect the views. Yeah, that's cool. You protected your friends, you protected the event, but you can't protect the views. I'm pretty sure after this video, you're not gonna like make enough sales. You're not gonna make enough like all of that good stuff. You're gonna go bankrupt. Anisha's gonna leave you for a better, like, hunkier man, and it's just that's how it's gonna be, man. I'm sorry. This video should not have been made. This could have been a private matter between you, SIMP, and Froggy Fresh. But now you just you fumbled it. You fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag, bro.
People involved in the event, and you know, I'm not, when it comes to people wanting to fuck around and mess with the vibes, I'm not gonna tolerate it. You know, you're gonna get kicked from the card if you're being a piece of shit, and if you're not communicating and if you're not cooperating. And I want nothing new with samhyde as well. So fuck that guy, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
I paid money, I'm on the floor seats, and I see like some shenanigans going down. I take a photo of it, it's just people holding up a sign. It said Froggy did nothing wrong. Like
seemingly innocuous.
Yeah, right. I go to this like after event, and Anissa comes up to me. She comes up and says, that tweet was really not cool, and I just apologize. I felt kind of like a bitch. I was like, why the fuck did I apologize?
Masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
Yo. Imagine making Keemstar sound reasonable. Yo, John was a real ass douche. Show won't be the same without him. I miss John. John was the heart and soul of Fish Tank. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's talking about Fish Tank. Hey yo. John was a good guy who would never say the N-word to Tana. Yo. That's crazy. Why did idubbbz throw shade at Boogie and Wings? Julia changed man. That's what I'm saying. He fucking talked shit about Boogie. That's sad. Let's check out the new ones. It's hilarious seeing an entire comment section see through their favorite edgy 2016 has outgrown them. Anyone wondering what to talk about John is should check out Fish Tank. 716.
Exchange with Froggy.
It's not about permission. He's just a calling an accident. I was cool with it. If I were samhyde. Alright. That really doesn't prove anything. He's just a bitch. I'll give that a dislike even though you can't see it. But, yeah, man. Samhyde is going to give you more clout. And there's that. That is that.